apologize to all the queens out there, all the ebony melanated queens. I apologize on the behalf of these individuals. And it is so sick that in 2025, we still have this going on. I know y'all heard what's going on. These two, Lewis and such, thought it was going to be okay to put it out here on the internet, streaming, I guess. And man, the words they were saying on this phone call, honey, they should be banned from the internet, okay? And it's sad that in today's time, black girls, especially ebony, dark-skinned, still have to go through this right here. So she has responded. I got everything right here. And it's another situation that has to do with melanated girls. When I tell you the assault on melanated girls is on the rise. Trump truly did a number when he said, make America great again, because back in those days, they could not stand melanated girls. I know when I was growing up, they had such a dislike for melanated girls. They would have books, like joking books, literally comedic books would say, you so dark jokes. Do you guys remember those you so dark jokes? Press 4 if you guys remember you so dark jokes. And they would give it out to little kids reading this. And so man, we are going back in those times. If you guys can hear me, please press 3. We also have to scream loud for justice for Sonya Massey, honey. How you call the police? How do you call the police and end up dead? Huh? Yes, it was a black woman. How do you end up calling the police for help and for safety, and the police end up unaliving you? Well, that's what happened in her case, honey. So we do have to talk about that. I do have the update for that, and everybody is still feeling some type of way about the government shutdown. People are screaming out, this ain't right. We need help. We are good people. We don't deserve this. Honey, Trump don't care what you deserve. I don't know what else to tell y'all. Y'all, we should have really took things more serious before this election. Y'all, we should have really started campaigning, continue to campaign, because it felt like the people, y'all got too relaxed. Y'all got too comfortable, and you should never be comfortable. And I'm so sick and tired of y'all. I'm tired. Your ancestors ain't tired. Y'all swear, oh, I'm not my ancestor. I'm not my ancestor. You damn right, because your ancestors never got tired. But your butt, I'm tired of fighting. I'm tired of. It don't matter what you tired of, honey. Look, you're going to have to continue to fight, especially if you got kids. The fight will continue to go on. You're not going to get no breaks. Ain't no breaks until you're dead. Hell. So, honey, y'all, we got a lot to talk about. So, I want to see who's in here. Hey, Tyler, how you doing? Thank y'all for pressing that number to make sure everything can hear me good. Do y'all like this jacket I got on? Ain't she cute? Look at my jacket, y'all. Ain't my jacket cute? I'm going to give it away to my mama. But I like it. I said, let me wear her one more time. I like all the pearls and stuff. And I got my heart necklace on. Isn't she cute? Isn't she? Yes. Okay. Yes. All right. So thank you, Tyler. Thank you so much, baby. All right. So I have video footages and I have people on TikTok responding. So make sure you guys like this video. I am Jessica Kohinoor. And you're watching Jessica Kohinoor Hot Topics. Okay. All right, so I have multiple YouTube channels. I'm on all platforms, so make sure you follow me everywhere and all my channels. Don't miss a thing. All right, so let's get to business. So here it is. Laugh at racial slur on live stream. Words like carry pain a generation. So let's just go to TikTok, because people on TikTok is really ringing the alarm.
I'm so proud of my girl Olandria for responding this time, because everyone always expects her to take the high road, even when she's being disrespected. She says that she does not condone or entertain any form of racism or hate, and the kind of language was never acceptable, and it's not a joke, and those words carry generations of pain specifically to Black people, and defending it, laughing about it, or making excuses is even worse. Hello? And she's not going to let this derail her from her purpose or uplifting her community, and she's using it as a moment to call people to accountability. She also said that she knows that a surface level apology will surface in the near future, because it always does. It always does. But she linked some organizations that people can connect with to learn more or to donate towards for Black folks. I honestly just love that she's exactly who she thinks she is. I really do. And I feel like she still took the high road and handled it very classy, because me, crash out central. But that's why she's the people's choice. Okay?
Nah, well, you should crash out. You should crash out. She can't do it, so why won't her Black brothers do it? Why won't her Black sisters do it? What about everybody else in the entertainment industry? What about Casa Knot, okay? What about all these other big streamers, DDG? Why he ain't speaking out, huh? Huh? Okay, Trey Songz, Chris Brown, why he ain't speaking out? Because they don't care enough. Because I bet you one thing, if y'all had Chris Brown, Casa Knot, anytime somebody would play around and mess with one of our Black sisters, and they spoke on it, and they was passionate about it, and they meant that thing, you ain't gonna hear shit from nobody. You ain't gonna hear, Because they going to know, nah, Chris Brown going to jump on this. Because they respect Black men in the rap industry. They look up to Black men in the rap industry. Or they look for entertainment. I don't know why. But they do. If NBA Youngboy would have spoke out about this. But we all know NBA Youngboy, DDG, Casa Knot, Chris Brown, Trey Songz, they don't care. Hell, they're probably laughing at the crap, right? Woo, ladies, you're off on your own. Man, oh man, he talking about I would have went off if it was me. It is you. She's a part of you. Go off. You got permission. Go off. Honey, y'all not mad enough for me, honey. So I want to see what else
this
out
is
here
why,
in these streets.
I mean, who's really surprised?
These are the two that did
talking about Love Island because I was sick of hearing from people who only get views when they talk about Love Island. But when duty calls, we answer the phone. Now, while Louis and Huda were on live, someone called Louis' phone and referred to Olandria as a slur. And this was their response.
Whoa, hey.
Yo, it's him.
Well, Huda and Louis decided to address the backlash that they were getting, not the racism. And here's what Huda had to say. She basically said that clickbait using a sensitive topic is insane and that she and Louis didn't actually hear what the caller said. Then the person kept calling from no caller ID while they were on live and that they basically hung up and that she was addressing this before it was blown out of proportion. Blown out of proportion is strange. She also said that the laughter was because it was awkward. I don't know what's awkward about racism or funny, but she then says that whoever said it is in the wrong, but not her and Louis for laughing. Okay. Louis then said that this was just another opportunity.
Stop lying. See, they keep on lying and playing in y'all face and y'all allow that crap. Y'all keep on allowing Louis and whoever, they need to be canceled. Yeah, they need to be canceled ASAP. Ain't no brands need to work with them since they want to laugh, kiki, and laugh at that. Okay? Talking about, oh, I didn't hear the slur. Yes, your ass did. That's why you laugh. And that's why whoever was on your phone, they felt comfortable enough to call your phone to disrespect that Black queen. Okay, they knew what time with us. And I won't be surprised if they even know who was pranking on their phone and even allowed that to happen. Because I bet if I call their phone, I won't get through. But they got through, honey. Yes, they did. They got through. Ooh, honey, y'all allow these people to play in y'all faces so much. Ooh, where Dr. Umar at? Ain't he supposed to be the Black policeman or whatever? Fraud. Where his ass at? He's so damn quiet nowadays. Girl, it is a mess. Let him keep going.
For people to come on here and hate on his girl and that he's black and she's with him. So none of this makes sense. Okay. Anyway, I don't know why y'all tagging me in these videos. I've been told y'all this. Y'all need to go tag them people who had my name in big lights saying I was tripping. I mean, who's really surprised? I swore I was done talking about love.
Okay, so why do they keep on getting publicity? Why do you guys keep on pushing them? And who are their fan base? Because the people that are fanning these people, that lets you know where they stand as well. Because I'm sure if you reverse it and call them names and laugh at that, they're going to feel some type of way. And I believe with these individuals, you're going to have to fight fire with fire. You can't be the nice guy, okay? I don't believe in that in 2025. We got Trump as president. We are dealing with his influence and his agenda. So, maybe in Obama years, let's play nice. But Trump, hell no. Hell no. Honey, let's see what else somebody got to say.
Olandria has now responded to seeing Huda laugh at racist remarks that were made about her. So let's get into this statement. The classy, intelligent, beautiful Olandria said, "I do not condone racism of any kind, nor do I entertain it. That kind of language is never acceptable." Also said, "While I anticipate that this will be dedicated to education, in the next slides I'll be sharing."
And all truth, no J-Lo, I'm side-eyeing every brand and islander who does not speak up and denounce this blatant racism.
Thank you. Thank you, girl.
Because what do you mean that
somebody
she's for y'all to party with, for y'all to clout chase off of, for y'all to use her for clicks and views, for your brands, whatever the fuck, but y'all can't denounce blatant racism against her? Yeah, don't piss me off. And to them freaky water people, Aquadega Fear Baby, this play is not about you because I've already seen they've spoken out. Baddie's chain is secured, and Nick as well, obviously. He's already said something too. But for everyone else who is just like going about their lives and not calling out this blatant racism, like, are y'all cool? Y'all be so quick to show up to party with her, smile in her face, Kiki, be all friendly, but when it comes to being a real friend and sitting on business, standing in solidarity with her against...
Yeah, we gonna need y'all to speak out. We gonna need y'all to speak out.
Many celebrities have reacted to Huda and Louis laughing at someone name-calling Olandria. First up, Amaya Espinal said, "Speechless. I truly am." Next, Olandria said, "Horrible." Next, Leah Cater.
But that's so embarrassing, you guys. Like, these got so many people watching them, and it's in public, and they call her phone saying something horrible about that girl, and it's racial. You know, it affects all of us. We all need to be in an outrage. See, that's why I said with y'all community, the black community, y'all want to talk about, oh, we supposed to be the black community. We supposed to look out for each other. We supposed to stick together. Well, hell, she just got an attack for being one of us, for having our color. And y'all are so damn quiet. Y'all not mad enough for me. Okay? And see, I don't like it.
Said, "They shocking people." Next, Taylor Frankie Paul said, "Unforgivable." And finally, Ariana Maddox said,
unforgivable.
"No words." Huda and Louis
No
are
words.
under scrutiny after a viral Twitch stream clip showed them laughing when a caller said something bad about Olandria. The moment happened during a joint live stream where the pair were taking fan calls in real time. In the clip, a viewer uses a harsh word aimed at Olandria, and instead of ending the call or reacting seriously, both Huda and Louis are seen laughing. The reaction was enough to spark immediate backlash online, with many calling their behavior insensitive and disappointing. Viewers,
it's nasty, it's foul, it's disgusting, it's gross. Okay? And when they see the comments, they see when people are responding and say, they said such and such. They should have addressed it in. They should have said, listen, y'all, don't play on our phone like that. Shout out to her. She's beautiful, whatever. But we do not condone this type of behavior. And whoever called you, F you. They could have did it just like that, but they didn't want to because they down with that shit. They like that shit. They laugh at that shit. They love when y'all talk about the black girl. They love when y'all disrespect the black girl, and they laugh at that shit. They just showed you their true colors, okay? They didn't have no poker face on. Okay, so honey, what do you guys think about that? Put in
Y'all,
the
so Miss
comment
Olandria
section.
has finally responded to the Huda incident.
Baby, you might want to turn the light.
Okay, you know we cannot play that audio. I can't. It got music in the background of that. So I just want to hear what she has to say because we already heard the read, you know. What
She
got
said
say?
people are using her shit for clickbait, that she didn't know who the caller was and they kept calling back, and that she immediately heard that shit if we heard that shit. Let's not play these games, Huda. We know your fans are racist as fuck. And we do know some of them consist of Africans and other races. That doesn't mean they can't be racist towards black folks. Your apology is nothing because I didn't see an apology in any of that shit. Like the beautiful black queen Olandria is, she is still catching W's while you're sitting on live in the fucking dark. Y'all, so Miss Olandria has finally responded to the Huda incident.
Woo, yeah, that's what I want. I want y'all to go off, honey. Okay, let me see if anybody else I think will go off about this. Who look like they going off? What's she saying?
So I guess you've already seen everything that happened overnight.
Seen it. We don't need you to replay it.
And I don't want to give the storyline or like whatever that was energy. So I guess I'll talk about why I go so hard for Olandria, because people always ask,
go for hard.
Who've also watched the show with me, what is so special about Olandria? What has made me be so like Olandria stand down? Because I've never cared this much about somebody on a reality show ever. Mind you, my whole family and I, like, we watch a whole bunch of TV. I watch any type. I watch reality shows, all that you could think of. And I think from a reality show specifically, I've never felt this strongly about a person and like their success. And so when Olandria first walked into the villa,
girl, she seemed like she gonna be long-winded, and she just... All right, so let's move on to the next topic. So, moving on here. Oh, Isaiah had to say something.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda, coulda. We are back again with the mess. So Huda is under backlash for being on live with her boyfriend, and a fan calling in saying Olandria is the N-word with a hard ER and her laughing about it.
Hello?
Well, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, you guys. She called her the N-word. We don't need to play that part. And they laughed about it.
Second of all, whose racist child is that on the phone? Because that's obviously a child. Like, whoever is the parents of that child, you should have swallowed. Because what kind of terrible child are you raising? And this is why I don't be taking none of these spam pages and fan pages seriously, because they be children. Y'all be arguing with bad kids. I hope y'all know that. And then last of all, trying to act like you're not laughing at what was said and you didn't hear what they said is boo, tomato, tomato. It's whack, especially because your ear is to the phone. If I can hear it all the way over here through my phone, through another phone, then I know you can hear through your ear. And Lewis is weird for this too. Two weirds in a pod. You and your boyfriend are weird for that. And so, of course, here she come. Y'all, first of all, clickbait using a sensitive topic is actually insane. Me and Lewis did not hear what was said in that no caller ID call on live. Only the racial slur, which we hung up immediately. So if you heard the racial slur, what's funny about that too? I don't condone anything of the sort. Whoever called purposely, continuously, and we did not hear it very well. Considering this sound.
Well, we don't need him to read it again. All right, so did you guys see this? So this black girl, she goes out her way to say that she believes that the industry just take any... I don't even want to repeat it. Listen to this.
Y'all just be picking the darkest, ugliest black girl and giving her kudo points for being pretty.
And I feel like you were him. I feel like your chromosomes is compromised. I feel like your genders is fighting as to which one should present itself more, and that nigga is winning. I feel like you built like a ogre, bitch. I feel like it's giving Lady Glitter Sparkles a little bit of Fiona. I feel like you look like Barnacle Boy. I feel like you look like the T-Rex.
Okay, well, honey, she went in. Okay, I can't play that full clip. But she went in on her because, you know, this girl out of nowhere, she just picked on a dark-skinned black girl that's a model. She's successful. And they don't cheer for other black girls. They degrade them and talk about them. And I just think that's so disgusting. So that's why you hear this other girl in the background coming for her to give her that same energy. Pretty much drink the poison you tried to force on everybody else, all right? But I just wanted to let you guys know the tone out here in these streets. So dark-skinned melanin women, you guys need to be protected. All right. Look, the streets ain't going to protect y'all. You're going to have to protect yourself as well. Okay. And just be aware what time it is out here on these streets because it's getting worse. All right. So let's move on. But you are beautiful. Okay. Let's move on. So we have an update on this. Do you guys remember this story? I remember it like it was yesterday. This lady, she was scared. She called the police for help because she felt like she heard something on the side of her house in her back door. So when the police came there, I believe she was cooking something. And things just went left. It went really left. And they end up shooting her. And she's dead. And I don't understand how they end up shooting her. She didn't have a gun. She wasn't a threat. She was actually saying Christian quotes, but he ended up shooting her. That didn't make sense to me. All right, so we have an update on this case.
Documents have been released in the investigation into the Sonya Massey shooting in Sangamon County. Also new here tonight, new documents have been released in the investigation into the Sonya Massey shooting in Sangamon County. Deputy Sean Grayson shot and killed Massey in her home last month. He was responding to a 911 call at the time about a possible intruder. In his field case report released today, Grayson wrote that he thought Massey was going to throw boiling water on him and his partner and that she was going to kill him. Grayson has been fired and is now charged with her murder.
Watch.
Good.
So new here tonight, new document.
I'm glad that he's fired and he's been charged for her murder. But it's no reason why he shot her. She was so far away from him. It's no reason other than, she's a black woman. No reason. So let's see what people on TikTok has to say about this.
Have you ever heard of a police officer being afraid of another police officer? Because that's exactly what came out in the trial of former Deputy Grayson, convicted today of killing Sonya Massey. So former Deputy Grayson, if you'll remember, shot and killed Sonya Massey inside of her own home after she called the police for help. He claimed that he acted in self-defense and that he thought she was going to throw a pot of boiling water on him. But here's the thing. His own partner testified that he wasn't afraid of Sonya Massey, but he was afraid of Grayson, his partner, the other officer there. The jury heard all of that, and still, the jury did not find Deputy Grayson guilty of first-degree murder. That would have meant life in prison, so he dodged spending the rest of his life in prison. Instead, they convicted him of second-degree murder, which in Illinois carries a range of 4 to 20 years. So what that tells me is that the jury didn't think that Grayson was right to kill her. They didn't think he was justified to kill her, but they did believe that he was afraid and that he did really think that she was going to throw that hot water on him, and that is why he shot her. The judge has not made a decision as to how long Deputy Grayson will have to serve in prison. That will happen at a later date, and you know that I will keep you updated when that happens. Have you ever heard of a police officer being afraid of another police officer?
This is the next to the last update you will be getting from me in connection with this piece of shit's murder trial, in connection with him murdering Sonya Massey. After a day and a half of deliberation, a jury in Peoria, Illinois, found Sean Grayson guilty of second-degree murder in connection with the death of Sonya Massey. Now, second-degree murder in Illinois is a Class 1 felony and carries a prison sentence of 4.
She just said that, right?
I want y'all to sit with this for a second. Jurors were in tears today, literal tears, watching the unedited video of Sonya Massey being shot and unalived in her own house. I'm talking about a woman who called the police for help and ended up in her kitchen on the floor bleeding because an officer named Sean Grayson decided a pot of water was a weapon. They said it was a hot pot of water. That's what the defense argued. And that's why he had to shoot her. And they even said, and I quote, "As hard as it is to hear, she escalated the situation. And that's what they're telling the jury. Think about it. You call for help and then you end up murdered. And then in court, they blame you for your own death because you had a pot of water boiling on a stove in your own home. Prosecutors.
She was cooking, y'all. Oh my goodness. What is that? She was cooking. She was cooking, okay? She was cooking. She was cooking. And she went to go check on her pot of water because it was starting to overboil. So she turned it down and she was setting the water away from the fire, because you know how you have the pot, the water in the pot, and it's on the stove, because they were talking in the front. So as they're talking, they've been talking for a long time. So she noticed that her pot water is starting to boil over. So she goes to the kitchen, okay, to turn the fire down, to put the hot water to the side. So he just gets annoyed or anxious and like, are you going to put that hot water on me? And I believe she looked like, I rebuke you. I rebuke you. Because for you to even, why would you think that I was going to put this hot water on you? Like, come on now. That don't even make sense. Because it's like, I called you for help. Now you're treating me like I'm the enemy. You're treating me like I'm caused you to do harm to you. Like, she was like, come on now. And he didn't like that. He didn't like when she said, I rebuke you, Satan. Because that was one of her last words before she died. I rebuke you, Satan, in the name of Jesus. He got that gun and he just pow, 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 pow. And that was that.
Told the jury, this isn't a question of policy. This is murder. He said the actions before and after the shooting showed the truth, intent and motive. Because after he shot her, Sean Grayson didn't render aid. He didn't check on her. He just stood there. And of course, when that video played, unedited, of Sonya Massey laying there in her own pool of blood, her family broke down in tears in that courtroom. But when you look over at the officer's family, they're saying that they had stone faces, no tears at all, like they didn't care. And that's the part that haunts me, because for some people, it's just another trial, another hashtag, another case. For her family, that's their reality. That's their nightmare, played on the screen for everyone to see. The jury is still deliberating. And if he's convicted, he could receive 45 years to life. But we've seen this story before. We've seen how justice gets rewritten when the person holding the gun wears a badge. And we already know how that goes. So hopefully they make the right call, because this is a sad situation. Just seeing it all over again, it makes it even sadder this time. I'm out.
I like his reporting. I like his reporting.
I just came to say, Sean Grayson has been found guilty of...
I can't see her face.
I just came to say, Sean Grayson has been found guilty of second-degree murder. He was charged with first-degree murder. This is in the Sonya Massey trial, I'm sorry. He was found guilty of second-degree murder, but they originally charged him with first-degree murder. And they had an underlying charge of second-degree murder because the DA knew. The DA knew it would be hard to get a conviction for first-degree murder. So, he's been convicted. I'm praying that this brings some closure to Sonya's family, gives them a sense of justice.
I need somebody to go.
So why the fucking defense attorney for Sean Grayson is talking about the fucking hot pot of water that Sonya Massey had is considered a fucking weapon? Like, this dumbass attorney is basically trying to say, oh, it's hard to hear, but deadly force was necessary because she had that big pot of water. Bitch, are you fucking cool? The fuck is you talking about? A pot of water, hoe? And then not only that, the fucking pew-pew that Sean Grayson ugly ass used to fucking unalive Sonya Massey, rest in peace. He didn't have to use his fucking pew-pew first. Police officers have multiple fucking options. Multiple options. And not even that, not only fucking that, you knew she wasn't a fucking threat. You knew she wasn't a fucking threat.
Girl, I love her passion, but every word is an F-bomb, 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 F-bomb. But I would love to hear what she said, but all that effing, goddamn. I was like, damn, is she gonna stop it? But she just kept on saying F-bomb, F-bomb. Oh, I tried to give her a chance.
So boom, y'all, the jury is out in the trial against Sean Grayson, the former police officer who has been accused and now just tried of unaliving Sonya Massey. This case is a literal definition of the devil being at your doorstep. So a call was made either by Massey or on her behalf. I believe she called the police because she thought it was some suspicion.
I wonder, do they have old video footages of it?
This is your reminder that the first police forces were formed by...
The verdict has just...
This is your...
Explosive new test. Sonya Massey. We all remember her. She was the lady in her home.
I want to see the video. Do you guys remember this video? Is it this? Let me try to see if I can go.
Former Sangamon County Sheriff's Deputy Sean Grayson defended fatally shooting 36-year-old mother of two, Sonya Massey, in July of 2024. Massey was handling a pot of water in her kitchen. Grayson told the jury, "She put on oven mittens, which made me believe she knew the pot was very hot."
Wait for your hot steaming water.
Grayson said he took that exchange as a threat, adding, "It raises a lot of concern for me, and I believe she's going to throw the water. The only thing I had to stop the threat was my duty weapon." Grayson explained he thought a taser would be ineffective. She was wearing layers, and both prongs have to stick in for the taser to work.
I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. I rebuke you in... You better not. I swear to God, I'll shoot your ear.
Okay. Listen. If she... Okay, maybe police cops don't work like this. Okay, maybe cops don't work like this. But, okay, I would have left. You know, if she got some water and I'm really thinking she's going to throw that water on me, I thought she was already cooking and stuff, I would have just left. I would have backed out and I would have left. Okay, I would have closed that door and left. And then if she followed me, if she was running, following me with the hot water, I may have a different feeling. But I think that leaving and not going to her would have been a better choice. And she would have been alive and he would have been working as a cop. What do you guys think? Do you guys think I have a great idea? Press 2 if you think that's a great idea. You know, he should have walked back and just left the house. You see, she run into the water. If you feel threatened, he could have retreated. But he didn't want to retreat. And I know maybe cops don't retreat because it shows that they're not strong or whatever. It doesn't give a strong front. But to save a life, I think it's worth it. But
in the body cam video, Massey, who initiated the police call because of a suspected prowler, can be heard saying, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus." Grayson acknowledged that he did not put in the police report.
On this day in 1787, New York.
What happened? Child, we was looking at it and something just went off.
Former Sangamon County Sheriff's Deputy who initiated the police call because of a suspected prowler can be heard saying, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus." Grayson acknowledged that he did not put in the police report that he told Massey he would shoot her in the face.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't want to trigger y'all again. Okay. Who? And he did tell her that. He did. He said, "I will shoot you in the face." I forgot about that part. He said, "I will shoot you in the face." And he did just that, didn't he? Didn't he? Wow. I want to fast forward.
Credibility. And Grayson is trying to prove to the jury that he acted in a way that was reasonable, that he imminently feared for himself.
John, I spoke to Massey's family, and they said they were shocked that Grayson took the stand, especially, they say, considering last week when they showed that body cam video. They say Grayson put his fingers in his ear and put his head down. Grayson is facing up to life in prison. Closing arguments are expected tomorrow. John?
Jerika Duncan, thank you.
Former Sangamon County Sheriff's Deputy Sean Grayson.
All right, so let's go here. You guys know a lot of people are hurting right now in America.
We serve this.
What does having this distribution mean?
It means a lot to me. It means the world to me what they're doing, because sometimes you feel forgotten. You go to work to help people. That's our job, to help people. That's all we do. We go in every single day. This is day 28. The last paycheck we got was for 7 days through the end of September. And that's it. But we've been there every single day. We've been there every day. Who's thinking of us? We didn't hurt anybody. I promise you, we give our best. We have good people that go to work every single day to give their best. I'm sorry. No, it's okay. That's all.
Ooh, it's affecting everybody, baby.
If I hear one more person or read one more comment that says, oh, you'll get paid when all this is over, I don't know why you're worrying. Getting paid when all this is over is not paying my bills today. We are dealing with the consequences of someone else's actions. So don't you dare blame me for not being prepared. Oh, you should have money in savings. Oh, you're a federal employee. You should be prepared for this kind of stuff. No, that's where you're wrong. I shouldn't have to take out of my savings because someone else can't do their freaking job. Meanwhile, I'm here being essential, taking care of people, and I can't even do my job, but I'm the one getting yelled at and cussed out because still someone else's actions. Have some compassion. If I hear one more person
Walls are closing in on the Democrats and everyone's feeling it. CNN, MSNBC, and most especially the Democrat Party itself. Another domino has fallen. First,
let's get to the shit.
Having this distribution mean?
Well, that's all I have.
Shutdown has really messed up a lot for everyone, for my family. But the part that I'm really realizing that sucks the most about this entire thing is I can take the pay not coming. I can take a lot of stuff. But because of this shutdown, I am now unable to go to my cousin's homegoing service this week. And I knew it was going to hit me, but now it's like really hitting me because someone sent me a link to my old Instagram page, a page that I'm never on. And I just so happen to be on Instagram and I see the notification pop up. So I'm like, let me just go over there to this. And this person, we communicate a lot on my current page. So it was just odd. But I click on it, I laugh. And then while I'm in there, I get a notification that I have a message from my cousin that recently passed. And he sent it to me 3 days before he passed. So now it's just really hitting me. And it really just sucks that I can't go and be with my family and celebrate his life and just love on my family, that we're all dealing with the loss. But, you know, the close family deals with it the most. So, yeah, this shutdown really sucks. And
honey, this shutdown is affecting so many people. So we just have to stay prayed up. And I don't have the answers to give y'all. Well, that's all I have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed my segment. I will be coming on later on tonight, so don't miss me. Make sure you guys like and comment, and thank you all for the comments. I really appreciate that. And I'll see you guys on the next upload. Bye.